everyone. This is
Hello.
TPK, also known as Total Party Knit. JK, we're Total Party Killers. Thank you so much for joining us last week. We kind of had a hectic session. We recorded it on YouTube, like always. Does anyone want to do a quick recap of what happened last session?
Sure.
Okay.
There was a Sparkles 2.0, a Descend of the Sparkles. He ate a flower and Angus was just like, cool, and walks away. Then there was like bird on bird crime on top of that. We were all gonna plan at breakfast, and Robin tells Sergio to force Max to listen because Max is like ignoring Sergio because Sergio kind of ditched her at the club to talk to Kelsey. Um, and Angus gets a letter from his father. Tilda still can't do hair. Um, Poor
She
Tilda.
can't do a lot of things, actually.
um, Hoshi really asked if Haru likes him and kept on doing the bro zone. Like, I thought we were just brothers. Like, no, okay. Um, and Mo and Angus and Hoshi went to the library and they talked to Coop there. And Hoshi got Coop to, um, give him an invite, if he would carry him for the rest of the days, if he would do uppies for the rest of the day. Um, and then Max and Serio was talking to Jack, and Max picked Serio. Um, but then Serio left because Max was like, "Oh, let me talk to Jack and all that stuff." Um, well, Max 2.0 puts Jack in a coin. Um, and then there was
Yeah.
Max on Max crime. Um,
Max.
and Max 2.0 revealed that Jack is a trafficker. Part of the reason
Yeah.
why we were here. Um, Prince Soul is apparently known as the All-Seeing Prince. There's another Lost Prince. I didn't put that in all that stuff, but the Sun region has a festival. And the Coop is the cutest wizard. I'll give him uppies anytime he asks for. He might be evil, but I kind of get the vibe
I'm
that
so
he
sure
might
he's
be
evil.
secretly evil.
I
Because
think
he's
he is,
working with
yeah.
Jack. So, Hoshi banned from the nerdiest convention. And we found out that he kissed Baja Betwink's Fire Blast mom.
Yeah.
And we left off where Robin's on a date with Isaac, and Ray and Mo is with Coop leaving the library with Hoshi carrying him, of course. And Sergio, Max, and Max 2.0 is
Or
in
Maxine.
Maxine's room with the Jack coin, looking into Jack's plans. So yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna give you a potion of water breathing for that. So
Oh
thank you
my
for the recap.
gosh. For me?
So thank you for doing a recap. Um, okay. So obviously we had a lot last session, and we're still kind of, we found some new plot themes. Um, that being said, we are starting with Kip. Uh, that being said, Kip, you guys are in the library with Hoshi, Coop, and Mo. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. That being said, while we're also doing Kip's turn, Mo, you can also take action during this turn, so as well. Um,
Hey.
Kip, um, Coop is talking about he has to attend a wedding, a funeral, and some other stuff. He also has to go bless someone. He's a busy wizard. Um, and then Hoshi and him were kind of having a discourse. What would you like to do in this moment?
Um, I'm gonna mention to Mo that he's gonna go find Tilda and see, or actually any like servant that's nearby, to see about um getting like status on where his father is.
Okay, you want to find a servant?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please make a perception check with advantage?
With advantage. Okay. Wow. Okay. 11.
11.
Yeah.
Um, you see, one of the maids is holding. It seems like she's got a plate full of treats, and as you're trying to like say something, she doesn't quite hear you, and she walks off. However, you start to hear a help, help, coming outside from one of the windows nearby. Um, would you like
Uh,
to proceed?
yeah. I'm gonna run towards and see what's going on.
As you like get towards the window nearby in the hallway, you start to see there's this older man. He's a little hunched over, uh, and he's got a little cane, and they got a little wagon outside, a little carriage, and he seems to be hitting the little wheel that's outside of this carriage. And then there seems to be a scrawny, tall-looking man, who's got pointy ears. He's an elf. He's got scraggly brown hair. He's got big round glasses, and it seems like he's got a bunch of papers all over on the ground. And he goes, oh, this cannot be happening. Father. And then you see this older man hitting the wheel, and he goes, oh, I think the wheel is broken. You should put it back on. And he starts hitting it with the cane. Um, what would
Um.
you like to do?
Do you guys need help? I mean, clearly the wheel is broken. I think so.
Okay, so you open the window, I'm assuming, to
Yeah.
talk across, outside, and this scrawny looking man looks at you and he goes, do you, uh, I would love some help. Father, please stop hitting the carriage. And he leans over and he starts picking up some of this paperwork. You start to like see from like afar that it's got a bunch of blueprints on it. And he goes, I was trying to come from the castle. I have to deliver some of these letters, and I can't. Father, please stop hitting the wheel. And the older man kind of goes, oh, you should really fix the wheel. We're not going to get far. And he goes, you! He starts shaking his cane at you. You, young man, you
Yes.
should put this wheel back on.
Okay. He is gonna close the window and kind of go outside through one of the nearby doors.
Okay. Um, by the way, Mo, would you like to join this adventure, or would you like to stay in the library?
I am babysitting Hoshi, so
Okay, totally fine. That being said, Kip, as you go outside, uh, you will see upon this carriage, it's not extravagant by any means. It's very basic. It's very wooden. You can see that it has some vines wrapped around it as it's older. Has been used in quite some time, but there's one wheel that has completely come off. Right, and it seems to have hit what seems to be like a pothole on like the cobblestone outside of the castle or the mansion, I should say. It's a mansion.
Okay.
That being said, the young man with glasses is still picking up more paperwork, and he's trying to get up. And he looks at you, and you see his glasses are like tilted on his face, and he goes, "Oh!" And he kind of like tries to tuck in his shirt and look presentable as he straightens up, and he tries to like shake your hand. He goes, "Oh, hi. My name is Luther. We're here to deliver some stuff, but obviously our carriage has like fallen apart. Um,
Clearly.
oh, do you think you could help us?"
Yeah, sure. I guess I'm gonna kind of like, lift up the carriage, um, and kind of signal for him to kind of like come and take the wheel off to maybe try and fix it.
Okay. Let me just roll for Luther real quick. We'll see how Luther does. That being said, Luther he puts his paperwork down and he kind of like hikes up his little trouser pants he has. Uh, and he takes the wheel up and he seems to have a good grip on the wheel. And as you're lifting up this wagon, Kip, will you please give me a strength check real quick?
Yeah, sure. 19.
19. Awesome. With a 19, you're gonna be able to lift it. That being said, Luther, as you were, this wagon is like nothing. As you're lifting it, Luther is able to jam the wheel onto it and kind of rotate it for a bit, and you kind of hear him go, I don't quite understand if this is working. And you kind of hear like a click, but it doesn't quite look like it's on quite right. Would and as you set down the wagon, Luther kind of straightens up and he goes, "Thank you. If there's anything I could help you with, do you? We're trying to look for the Lord of this manor. You can see he's like sweating. He's like, I just need to deliver some stuff.
Are you speaking of Jack?
Yes, Lord Jack. My
Um, what are you what are you trying to give to him? Maybe I can get him get whatever you need to him.
Well, technically, I'm not supposed to be sharing this information with anyone. Um, I need to hand it to him myself. I've been paid to hand it to him myself. And then you start to hear a noise behind as you guys turn around and see the old man has set something on fire, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't quite see that." As he like magic kind of paps from his like cane. And there's like a little fire started on the grass. Luther starts sweating and he runs over to the grass and he starts stomping it out. And he goes, you see Luther lean over him and he goes, "Okay, Grandpa, I need you to stay in the wagon. Just stay in the wagon.
Can I
I
roll
will handle
insight on both of these guys?
it." You can. Roll insight. We're gonna go ahead and after you do that, I'm gonna rotate to someone else and then we'll come back.
I got a natural 25.
Natural 25. You're gonna see that this seems to be Luther seems to be new at this. He's nervous. He's sweating. His grandpa, not a care in the world. Seems like he's along for the ride. He seems old.
Quick question.
Yes.
Who gave you this task, and also why are you bringing your grandfather?
Well, really, it was for my grandfather, but um, clearly, like he's not fit for it. Like he's old, right? But like uh,
So
this
then the logical thing to do would be to leave him home.
yes. But Jack has been a long time friend of my grandfather, and it just made sense that he would just accept it if my grandfather was here. And listen, you notice that
If it's
he.
made for Jack's eyes, or eyes only,
Mhm.
that should give him some signal that, hey, this is probably important and that other people aren't needed for such missions or quests.
Of course. You see that he has like a little satchel bag as well. It's brown and it's leather. That being said, he goes, uh, uh, Luther kind of squints at you and he goes, who are you, by the way?
Angus Briarwood.
Angus Briarwood. You kind of see that there's like something in it, like he goes, there's something in here for a Briarwood. Uh, uh,
May I see
uh,
it?
he kind of looks through the satchel and he kind of pulls it out and he goes, you see that he has like several letters as he hands you one labeled to you, and it's a short note from your father, which your father has written that he will be coming today to the castle. Apparently he is doing some negotiations with Ophelia at Persephone's docks.
Okay.
So
All
he
right.
says that if you wish, he can either meet you you could come to him at Persephone's docks, or he could come to the mansion himself. It's up to you.
We are going to the Sun region tomorrow, assuming we are, so. I guess, and Ophelia's mansion is still here in the Night Court, right?
Uh, Ophelia does not have a mansion in the Night Court. Uh, she has connections from what you know, connections from the Viper Club, and then her underwater castle or region, the underwater region itself belongs to her, which is connected to Persephone's docks. So the docks are a huge theme for Ophelia.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll just wait for him to come here then.
That being said, actually, no. I'm gonna force you to go to Persephone's docks.
Oh,
Goodbye.
okay. Okay.
I'm gonna say your father is gonna tell you to meet him at Persephone's docks.
All right.
Little
Sounds
trick.
good.
Okay. That being said, is Chloe good? Can I go to Chloe next?
I'm good. I'm here.
Okay, totally fine. Chloe. So we last left off with you and Cam, right? With Clone Max.
Mhm.
In is it her room or Jack's office?
Her room.
Her room.
Her room. Right.
Yeah,
She
we
showed you.
went to her room.
She showed you this blue stone, right? And she has like a blueprint. She has some like trafficking records. What would you guys like to do now?
Oh
That's a good
god.
question.
Oh god. This is a lot of information.
So,
And then
Maxine, was the plan for him to like kidnap, I guess, us? Because he came to the coffee shop like every other day.
she kind of sighs for a second, and she puts the paperwork down, and she goes, "Well, if I have to be honest, apparently he was going down to the human realm to." She kind of looks up and she's like, "What's that word? Evaluate." Apparently,
Mhm.
some humans give off more magic than others. So, he was handpicking people.
And I'm guessing those people were us.
Yeah. But in a way, I guess you could say she kind of cringes for a second. She goes, you know how, like, they kind of view us as food, but he kind of liked his food? We're like
Mm.
cute food to him.
Okay.
Hmm. How did you find all of this out?
Well, Hannah actually is Faye. Um, Hannah did tell me she was going to talk to you at the cafe later.
Huh?
What? Do you think Hannah didn't know?
No, I've known Canna. I've known Hannah since I was freaking 5 years old. What do you mean she's Faye?
Well, apparently she's also. Well, Hannah's actually part of the night. She stops and she goes, "What is this? The Lord, the Lady, High Lord?" She's like the High Lord, High Lady's kid. I
So
don't
she's
know.
a princess.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a princess.
She's a royal.
But
Oh.
so, but yeah. Apparently Hannah doesn't want this to happen because her father's the one sacrificing people. So
Mhm.
he actually
Yeah.
wanted. He sent Hannah. I shouldn't talk. You should ask Hannah this.
Okay.
But
So-
if I had to tell you, no, I shouldn't.
No, I'll talk to Hannah. So, what's the plan, Max?
Well, I don't know. I got this far.
Well,
I-
What do
you
think
have
we
someone you
do?
want to talk to sever
Between-
with this coin,
Oh,
Or wait.
Keelan.
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 Yes. Yes.
So you need to do that.
Yes. Keelan hates Jack. So he was going to get rid of Jack. And we could sever the bond. That was like the
Yeah,
whole trade.
that sounds like a win-win. Would there be a way? Because I'm wondering if Jack and his whole trafficking thing could help us go home. Like, does he have a portal? Like, Like,
Hmm.
or does he only had
Max,
access to it? Like, is he the key?
Max tells you, she goes, well, I was reading some stuff in his blurbs of writing. Apparently, there used to be portals here. And Hannah says there's actually a portal in every region,
Mhm.
but they shut off all the portals. There used to be a map, but they've been trying to get rid of maps, so I haven't been able to find one. But
Okay.
apparently, usually it was all closed out by the High Lord or High Lady of the time. So only they could like help open the portal.
Okay. Yeah. That gives us some info. What I'm hearing is we need to help you do this and then proceed with whatever goes after. At least that seems like the most viable option right now, especially since Max here needs to talk to Hannah.
Yeah, I would kind of really like to do that. I am overwhelmed.
You're
Um,
overwhelmed.
I'm
Okay, I'm
okay.
being
You guys
nice.
don't
Can
need to.
you be nice for 5 seconds?
Alright. She hands you. So she hands you the paperwork and the stone. She goes, I'm gonna leave this with you. But I will say we don't have a lot of time. Because now that I have Jack, this whole mansion's going to
People are
probably
gonna
lose
start
it.
looking for him.
Yeah. So
Okay, yeah, sounds like we have a plan. I think what we'll do, and then I look at Max, I'm like, you just go meet up with Hannah. If you need anything, just let me know. And I point to my head. And I'll go with Maxine to fix this issue.
Okay.
And then,
Couldn't we?
I mean, if
Mind.
you want to go after talking to Hannah, we could as well.
No, it's okay. You guys go.
wait,
I was just gonna say, huh?
you wanna come with me to Keelan?
Well, yeah, are you gonna
Oh
go?
God.
If you can't go by yourself, I mean, if you die, then that kind of like, puts a wrench in another kind of, I'm not saying you're not strong. You're stronger than me, as I've learned. I'm just saying, I'm trying to help.
You can see that she has like this ugh face, like ugh, and she goes, "Fine."
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry the coin, and we'll do that. We'll get through it, and then you'll be free.
And she leans forward and she looks at the buffy and she goes, "But after that, we'll go our separate ways."
That's literally the
That's
plan.
fine.
Amazing. And she leans back and she goes, "Okay."
Okay. Well, yeah, we have part of the plan, and then we have to come back here, and actually start planning how we're gonna get out of here. But that's
Maxine, do we have like twin speak or something? Like I can hear Sergio in my head. Can I hear you? Talk. She
Uh,
closes her eyes.
okay, let's roll for this.
What?
Shit. I didn't even have my DM sheet up. Hold on.
So is Max just Jean Grey now? Is that what's happening?
what?
I said, is Max Jean Grey now?
Who the fuck is Jean Grey?
X-Men.
I can't believe you just
X-Men.
fucking said that on the air. We're live and you said that. You're playing a nerdy game and you said, who the fuck is Jean Grey?
Make a wisdom throw or wisdom check for me.
Don't
The
laugh
thrower
at me.
just check.
A check, just a check.
Oh, where is it at? I got a 17.
You guys are both closing your eyes, and please just tell me what's the first. What are you saying to each other? What is the sentence?
Penis.
Um,
Well, that's
Maxine
word.
opens her eyes and she looks at you and she goes, "No, I don't hear anything."
I yell it in my head. Penis, 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 penis.
Crazy.
She looks at you and she goes, "You're squinting really hard. Are you okay?"
That sucks. Sergio, did you hear what I said in my head?
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Can we move on now?
sure. I guess I'm gonna go to the cafe.
Okay.
Just be careful.
We are gonna rotate to
Damn it.
Robin.
Hee hee.
Robin, you're on a
Hi.
date with lovely, Isaac. You guys painting a little canvas, a little picnic, a little finger food,
Yeah.
and then he brought up the ring, and he told you like the ring doesn't matter, like he loves you. That being said, uh, what would you like to do in this next moment?
What do I want to do? I mean, we're just chilling. It's kind of weird. I'm knowing that, you know, we were staying with a trafficker. But I'm on a date right now. So,
What are you painting in this moment, by the way?
I was just painting like the flowers and stuff.
Did I have you roll performance for that?
No, you did not.
Let's roll a performance with advantage.
Okay. That was a 10 on the first one and a 6 on the first one, so plus 10 plus 2 is 12. Man, I really think I should have better art rolls. Like,
Will you please make an
Just a little
insight
bit.
check on Isaac as you're painting right now?
I'm really rusty right now. I mean, I've been trying to practice like I usually do.
Make an insight check on Isaac to see his
Oh, that's
reaction.
a nat 1.
Oh
Plus a
shit!
6 is 7.
It's still a that one, girly.
But I also rolled for Isaac, just so you know.
He also got a nat 1.
No, he didn't. But you know, Isaac kind of rubs your back and he goes, "It looks really good."
It doesn't.
He kisses your forehead and he goes, "Robin, you'll be okay." He goes over to the little basket, right? And he kind of pulls out like this little, it seems to be a little wrapped around thing, and he opens it and it's little, what would you say Robin's favorite little little treat is?
Ooh, what is my favorite little sweet? Probably like a little chocolate croissant.
Chocolate croissant?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say he's got some little pastries with some chocolate in it. He's got one for you. And he like, do you think like Isaac and Robin are the type of couple where they feed each other or no?
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Well, he gives it to you and he goes, I thought it'd be. Do you want to take a
you.
break?
Yeah, that's probably good. I'll probably just need to redo it and yeah. But
By the way, I saw you had a flower crown. Where'd you get that from?
this lady in the garden, I talked to her the other day. Said a lot of confusing stuff.
Confusing now.
Well, she was talking about these like gods here, and then like something about like being descendants, and you know, it's just you know.
Do you think like Faye were here first? Ooh, I don't like where this is going. He like, you can see Isaac is thinking. He goes, "Does that mean does that mean we all have a little bit of fae? Don't like that either. Does that mean you have a little bit of fae? Or maybe you already have fae in you?
I don't know. You know, with everything going on, that was like the least of my concerns. But she told me I can talk to these deities at any time.
What would you even talk to them about?
I don't know. But then, like, I looked at this mirror and, like, I handed out. It doesn't work because I used it earlier. But, like, I was using this mirror, and it kind of showed me inside of these two people. I don't know if that's who they are. They kind of look like Lady Star. But.
Man, if only we had Miss Young here. Probably have asked her.
Yeah. You know, the thing is I could kind of talk to her, but then Lady Star was talking about like voices in your head and being unstable, and I don't know.
How? He kind of puts his hand on your cheek and he goes, Robin, I know I love you, but what do you mean voices? What do you mean you're hearing voices? How many voices are?
I mean, no, I'm not hearing like multiple voices. I'm hearing, I can talk to Miss Young. Because apparently she's like teaching me, but she's never really taught me much. She's like, I think I know like one new thing so far, but and then like the queen who kidnapped you, she did appear to me in my dreams.
You're connected
Before.
to her?
No, I don't think I'm connected. She hasn't talked to me since. But she kept on telling me to bring a star to her. Which I think she told me that apparently that was Hoshi, but how was I supposed to know that?
He goes, oh, she's a strange one. I definitely thought,
Yeah.
you know, maybe I'll take the time to talk to Haru. Maybe I'll get closer to him.
Yeah, did you overhear Oshi earlier saying that he thought of him as a brother? Like,
Yeah.
ugh. Yikes.
But honestly, I don't even really know what Haru is like. Didn't they grow up together?
I think so. And then he's always been around Hoshi unless he's had to do stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought they were dating, so.
Isaac is kind of combing through your hair with his fingers. He goes, and he kisses your forehead. He goes, okay, would you like to do anything else?
Really, I was just gonna ask him, how he was doing, with everything.
When you ask him, he kind of pauses, and he stops, and you can see he's pondering, and he goes, to be honest, when I first got here, it was a lot. It was scary, even. Being blindfolded, being tortured. You can tell, like, his voice kind of gets low, and, like, as his voice gets low, as he's, like, recalling, he goes, it wasn't... You know how humans are violent. We have our own sort of violence to ourselves with war, and our own sorts of method of torture. But Faye, the magic here, he, like, kind of shudders, and he goes, I don't want to go through that again. And you can see that, like, his fingers kind of clench up for a second, but he lets go.
I'll grab his hand and, like, squeeze it a little bit.
He does, like, a soft smile to you, and he kisses you on your forehead again. He goes, but I would still make the same decision again. And he goes, I'm just happy I could see you again.
I'm happy I can see you too. and I'll give him a little smooch.
Okay, you guys kiss.
Yeah.
And it's a soft, slow kiss. That being said, I'm gonna rotate.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do anything else.
Not right now.
We're gonna go to Cam. It's you and Maxine now. Let's see. Let's go. You are. I'm assuming Chloe has gotten up and left and is on her way to the cafe. It's you and Maxine. Maxine turns to you and she goes, "So, do you like me? Well,
Oh.
them."
Oh, like her? Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have done half the things I've done if I didn't.
I hate it. I can feel it between both of you. And I also did hear her earlier, but I was not gonna respond to that.
Hear what? Oh, you heard her. Wait, you heard her say penis like 5 times?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She goes,
She can
"Alright,
be a bit silly. I mean, you would know.
I would know." Will you roll an insight on this, Max, real quick? Just give it to me. What's the number?
It's a nat 1. +4 for a 5.
You think, it seems like she is making a joke. It seems lighthearted.
Yeah, I kind of smile a bit or like chuckle.
And then you start to see her face actually shifts. And it seems like she's actually quite painful. It seems kind of sad. Like a sad smile. And she goes, "All right. Well, uh, Keelan, told me I could go to this wizard Baha to his tower, and then
Oh, I know where that is.
so he said we'll go there, and then Baha could like teleport us, door something." Um,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, I probably remember where that would be. Yeah. I'll take you.
awesome. Okay. That being said,
Oh, before, can I do one like little thing?
yeah.
I pull out my paper birds, the little paper
Okay.
birds, and I didn't write this message before, but I say, "Dear Todd, you have a lot of human things. Do you have a film camera? I need one. Thank you, Sergio. Also, I'm very sorry for everything." And I send it.
Okay. Can Todd respond back?
I don't think he can. I don't really know. I guess I'll send another one, but like, I don't know. Actually, I'm sure he'll find his way to the castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
I don't know. Should I feel like I should send them another one. I'll be like, second one. It's a giant 2. Meet me at, and then one of the gardens, like I know there's like one that had like there's a fountain.
Of Jack's mansion.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
In a day or 2, in a day or something like
Like
that.
this session, next session.
Oh, I don't know session times. You're the one that breaks the fourth wall. If possible, this session is what I write. And then I do that, and then I just start leading the way for Maxine and I.
As you guys are going through town, actually, before you guys even leave, uh, one of the maids, Tilda, comes back up,
Oh, hi,
running to you
Tilda.
guys in the hall. She goes, "Okay, is everything okay?"
No, no, we don't have to talk about that right now.
Okay. She looks up at the other Maxine. She goes, my lady, is there anything I could do to help you? And Maxine kind of turns to you for a second, and then she looks at her and she goes, well, if you could, she kind of pats Tilda on the back and she goes, you know what, Tilda, why don't you take this? And she takes out a little pouch and she hands it to Tilda. And Tilda goes, that is so nice of you. It's been a really hard day today. Thank you. And Maxine goes, Tilda, why don't you also just pack some of my clothing for me real quick? And then Tilda goes, are you, going somewhere? And Maxine goes, no, I just think I'm going to donate my clothes. Yeah, I'm gonna donate my clothes. And Tilda goes, oh, that is so sweet of you. Oh, thank you. I will do that. You see, kind of Tilda kind of scampers off.
Bye, Tilda. We'll talk a little bit later about the thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got
Yeah.
it. I got it. Maxine turns to you and she goes, what thing?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm so sorry. I know I'm like changing the music.
Don't.
Maxine,
Yeah.
will you roll deception for me?
Sure. I'm gonna do digital dice because the physical
Or
ones have failed me. Oh well, it doesn't fucking matter. I rolled a 5.
you rolled a 5?
Yeah. I don't have anything to add to it, so it was a straight roll.
That is so sad because hold up. Hey, Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, never mind. I'll just pull up your sheet. I rolled a
I
4
have it.
plus. Oh, okay. Actually, never mind. I have it here. Okay. She's gonna like look at you for a second, and she's gonna squint, and she goes, mm-hmm. And she kind of smiles a bit while walking ahead of you for a second. She goes, nothing, huh? It could be anything for, I don't know, Max, wouldn't it?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. It just doesn't really matter right now because we're doing this.
Mm-hmm. You know, she kind of whispers, she goes, I could help you.
I mean, yeah, but I
technically-
felt like that was kind of rude because like you kind of mentioned something earlier that meant it. I don't know. It felt like awkward for me to ask. Oh, what's the best like date idea that I could like?
Great idea. She kind of chuckles. Chloe, what kind of date do you think Max would like?
Well, Max loves animals and she reads and she plays the guitar.
Okay. So, that being said, Maxine's going to suggest. She goes, you could take her to a festival for music. You could something with animals or reading. But that would be good.
She would enjoy theater.
Or theater. Okay, awesome. So
He literally is writing this down. I wish he literally has a paper and he somehow is writing this down.
Maxine kind of gives a soft smile. And then it kind of turns into a frown for a second. Just that's nice. And she kind of turns away and starts walking, while following you. That being said, as you guys kind of go outside, she puts a cloak on to hide herself, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You guys are making your way through town. You kind of hear people talking. There's some guards going around. It seems like there's a couple guards looking for something, right? They seem to be questioning some people don't really quite catch it. That being said, as you guys are on the way, Maxine goes, "How do you know Baja?"
Uh, Mo wanted to deal with like a rat situation, which ended up being like a whole dinner thing. They kind of forced me to be a server. I had never done it before, but it wasn't that bad. It was a dinner.
Okay.
Keelan was there actually. Um,
Oh,
so
it
I
is.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. You guys are gonna make your way. I'm actually gonna come. I'm gonna come back to you again because I feel like it's gonna take some time to get to the tower.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, that being said, we're gonna go to Mo. Mo, you're in the library, right, with Hoshi and Coop. Uh, that being said, or I guess Coop is now.
I think Coop was on his way out.
Yeah, but I can't remember if Kip did uppies for him or if he put him down.
He did.
I did.
That's why I was following Coop. Because I hope she is giving him uppies right now.
Right, right, okay. So Hoshi is kind of carrying Coop, and they're kind of having this conversation. Hoshi goes, "Well, you know, Coop, we can always work this out sometime, right?" Coop being like, "I don't know, Hoshi. I think you should apologize. I think you should write a letter, and maybe we could put this behind us." And Hoshi goes, "Of course, I could write a letter. I could even make it a little extra, put some glitter in it or something." "No, Oshi, I don't think you should. Just write the letter." And Oshi goes, "Of course, of course." And Coop goes, "You can put me down now." You guys are at the entrance, right outside. You can kind of hear Kip and some other person outside with a carriage. Uh, when Coop is standing outside of the door and he kind of waves his wand and he goes, "I will be at the Dragon Tavern if any of you need me for the next couple sessions." He waves his wand and he teleports. Um, that being said, Hoshi kind of turns to you and he goes, "Well, no, I think that went quite well, don't you think?"
All things considered, yes, actually, I do.
"Okay, uh, well, uh, you see, he kind of like puts his fan down. He goes, "Should I, are you gonna follow me around all day, or?"
Until I am relieved, I hover.
"Ooh, okay. Um, haha, that's so sweet. Uh, well, I think I'm going to go to my room. Uh, would you like to join me?"
To say I would be accompanying you all day, so yes.
He kind of like does the thing with his shoulders, and he goes, "Okay." You guys walk to Hoshi's room, and he kind of turns to you and he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna go inside now." He kind of opens the door. He kind of like closes it so you can't come in. He's like,
No, I put my foot in the door before he can close it all the way.
you kind of hear Hoshi whisper, going, "This is going to be a long, long day." Um, you see that he like kind of digs through like at his like vanity table. He goes, "Okay, paper. I can do that." He finds some paper. He snaps his finger, and he has like a feather quill. He goes, "Dear Baha, is that too close? Do you think?" It doesn't matter. He kind of pauses and he goes, "Should I just say it? Should I say I'm sorry? My apologies for kissing your mother. Thy, my I apologize for kissing. I'm so sorry your mother and I smooched. I'm so sorry your mother found me attractive and that she decided it's really not my fault. I don't think it was my fault anyway. I
Okay,
don't even.
okay, Hoshi. Uh, so you're starting to shift the blame, so it's not actually an apology anymore. You do need to actually own up to your actions. You need to take.
She was craving. I was simply comforting Baha's mother. You're right. No, you're right. I. You see, he's slowly, painfully writing. Um. So I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. He gets up and he goes, I'll just come back to this. I'll come back to this. When you hear a knock at the door, dun dun dun. Uh, and Haru kind
I'm
of peeks
gonna.
in.
Oh, it's hard.
Sorry. And Haru, you could tell his forehead is sweating. Like he's sweating with like his hair is dripping. His bunny ears, even the fur on his ears is kind of like wet and moist. And he goes, I'm back. Thank you. He kind of pats you on the shoulder, Mo, and he goes, thank you. I I appreciate you looking after. He looks at Haru or Hoshi and he goes, that one. And Hoshi goes, he crosses his arms. He goes, Haru, I think I'm perfectly fine. I am not that much of a troublemaker, honestly. And Haru goes, of course. Of course, you would never be a troublemaker. Um, he looks to you and he goes, apparently, the tree of life is dying. But they told me they've been working on a new method for magic, for fuel, for this vehicle we have. He pops out this blue stone. You haven't seen it before. It's about the size of a golf ball. And he goes, I traded it for what I had left, but they had told me that this should be able to fuel what we had. So, uh, I don't know what it is, but it seems to be going around. Um, uh,
All right. You want me to hold on to it?
uh, yeah, you can. We should take this back to the bus, and then fuel it. Uh, and then we can go. What has happened since I've been gone?
Um, we ran into Coop.
Uh,
Hung out at the library.
he actually knows Coop. Okay. He kind of nods and he goes, okay, that's good. And then he looks.
Uh,
Actually, he would know Coop. He'd be like, he looks at Hoshi and he goes, Coop, nothing bad happened while I was gone, right?
no, of course not. Hoshi was actually on his. I won't say his best behavior, but it was pretty good behavior.
Matt, for watching Hoshi, I'm giving you this potion. So thank you for
Say
that.
period. Oh,
That
and do make sure that Hoshi finishes his apology letter to Baha.
he goes. Haru goes. I. He turns to Hoshi and he goes, "Are you actually going to finish it this time?" And Hoshi goes, "I have tried countless times, but I suppose this time, I could finish it." You see, he just has I am SORR. He hasn't quite putting the Y in it, and Haru pats you on the back and goes, "Thank you." Mo, would you like to do anything else?
Um, I don't know. Um, I would say go look for Ray, but I don't want to sound like a lost puppy following after him.
Okay.
Yeah, girl.
You want to find Ray?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go find
I mean,
Ray.
you did see him dropping off Coop. You kind of saw him. I would say like you heard the commotion, right? So we'll say you catch him outside of the gates. Actually, can you please let me know where did you put the blue? Are you carrying the blue stone? What are you doing with it?
Yeah, I just have it in my hand right now.
Okay. That being said, as you go outside the gate, you're gonna see Angus is reading a letter. There's a scrawny guy with scraggly hair, Elvin, with an older Elvin grandpa with a cane. As he's like, you can tell he's like hitting his grandson as the grandson's trying to put him back on the carriage. He goes, "Oh, you never want this old fart around." And Luther's kind of like, "Okay, Papa, just please get back in there, please." Um, as he puts his grandpapa in the little carriage, Luther kind of turns to Angus. Angus, you do get the short like note. You do see Mo coming up. Mo, would you like to say anything? Do anything?
Just checking again. Everything good here? So you have a
Okay.
letter.
Yes, I got a letter from my father. Gonna be going to see him at I guess the Viper Club. I don't know. It was somewhere in Ophelia's mansion, which Viper Club kind of leads to it. So
Um, Let me know if you would like me to accompany you.
yeah, if you want to come with me, that's fine. Apparently, I have a brother, so that's fun.
Okay. As
Uh,
as someone with multiple brothers, I hope you get along.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he could be a few hundred years old, so there's definitely going to be a disconnect.
Yeah, I suppose there would be.
Cam, don't call me out like that.
that being said, players, we are gonna take a 10-minute break, and we are going to be back. Right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Man.
back. Hello. Um, that being said, we're gonna go back through again our round of people. Um, where's the names? I keep forgetting.
Oh no, what'd you do with them, girlfriend?
It's because like I copy links and then I have to. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna go back to Ingus. Picking right back off. Ingus and Mo, you're in front of the mansion right now with this carriage with Luther. Uh, Ingus, you and Mo are just talking. Just to recap, you get a letter from a short note from your father talking about meeting him at Persephone Docks. That being said, what would you like to do?
Well, first off, I gotta post that. I guess I'm gonna head to the Viper Club first. Um, to kind of like see about finding a way to Persephone's dock. Because you did mention that, so
Yeah, answer me my DMs. Okay. So you want to go to the Viper Club first?
Yep.
Okay. Let me go ahead and change. Okay. I'm gonna just pause this. See. Whatever. It'll just have to do. Um. That being said, okay. Thank you. Um. So Mo, do you want to come with to Viper Club?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay. You guys, the line isn't as long right now because it's midday. This is kind of slow. You guys recognize the Dragonborn from before. Uh, he's did I say he was golden or red last time? He was golden.
Golden.
Golden Dragonborn. He's wearing like a tight black shirt. He's got his arms crossed and he goes, "It's you two again."
yes. You wouldn't happen to know the way to Persephone's docks, would you?
Yeah, I do. You got anything on you? I could write it down, maybe.
Um, he's gonna like check his pockets because I don't think he does.
He kind
I
of sighs
do.
and he goes, oh, okay. Oh, Matt, what do you have?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out like a little notepad that I keep on like my utility belt or whatever from the uh from the store.
Okay.
Oh, that comes in handy.
That being said, he's going to give you guys this kind of like rough map lookout, uh, of where the docks are. It's actually past. You're gonna have to go lower down, uh, past the Dragon Tavern in the library. When you go past the Dragon Tavern, uh, below that, towards, it's quite a bit of ways. Is Persephone's docking like on the lower left? Um, I have this stuffed up. I do have it in the. I have if you want to check that if that helps.
Yes,
That being
please.
said, um,
Yeah, I was looking at it and I see it now.
okay, awesome. He's gonna give you like a scribble of like down south. And he goes, "Do you need anything else?" Hello?
I
I'm
guess
Am I
sorry, you
crazy?
completely cut out for me.
Oh. Uh. Okay, no, it's fine. He's asking like, "Do you need anything else?"
No, thank you. Mo, do you have the keys to the bus? Maybe you could fly there. That seems like a long walk.
we really should be conserving this fuel. Because
Cars take fuel?
apparently, and then
I
I
know
will
fuel.
explain. I will explain to Angus what Haru told me about the fuel in the tree, and
Angus? Will you
all
roll a
that.
history check for me on the trees?
Yeah. You said history.
That's why his car was always so fucked up. That's why Angus was always late to work because he probably didn't put in oil. Man was probably putting
You
other
didn't
stuff
get
in
that
it.
oil changed. Your tires are bald. Girl, you like what are you
Wait, tires have
doing?
hair? No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
no wonder Alex was always
Fine.
like fixing things.
um, I got an 8.
Oh my god.
Well, it's been a hot second. Like the last time you remember the trees when you were younger, something about yada yada. The trees give magic, and we use magic. It's kind of like the circle of life. It's just like another plant, you know?
Yeah, I don't really cast magic, so it kind of makes sense, you know.
Yeah. Um.
Okay.
That being said, what what would you two like to do?
I'm
Uh,
following his lead. So
Okay.
well, I guess we'll go to the Tree of Life for the fuel. I think you said.
well, I okay, so sorry if wasn't clear earlier. Haru gave me a little sphere of magic fuel for the bus before I met up with you. And I was saying, while yes, it would probably make traversing more convenient, we should try to conserve it because there's not a lot left because the tree is dying.
Ah, well, I guess we'll
But
walk
we can
then,
do it, so
right?
we can do it, but I'm sure Mary will play her little fucked up mind games with us and this bus, and we'll
All
probably
right.
like fall out of the fucking sky or something.
I guess we are gonna walk then. Unless we could find like a carriage. I mean, make it a bit quicker.
Like a horse or something.
Yeah. Uh, Angus is gonna ask the Dragonborn if there are any like stables nearby or any places that trade for horses.
Um,
That
he
sentence
looks.
is so funny. I'm sorry. Trade for horses.
uh,
We don't
But
use
it's
money here,
DL
girl.
trade. No, it's horses, but it's DL trade.
the Dragonborn looks at you and he goes, "Listen, I don't know, but Todd might know. If you want to go in and ask Todd, I'd let you."
Of course, it's Todd.
Uh, he kind of calls for Todd. As you guys like kind of enter the club, they're not really like you're in kind of like in this hallway before the club kind of deal. As they call for, he goes, "Yo, Todd, some people are asking for some information." You kind of hear a little rumbling when you see Todd is in tears. Uh, he's got a little handkerchief. He goes, "It's been a long day, okay? Why is it?
Oh,
I feel like I see you one too many times around here.
I feel like I see you one too many times around here.
Oh,
You
that's
know, if
not.
this keeps up, people might think we're friends. I just want you to know."
I don't consider us friends, but I consider us close allies.
I like that. I like that. Uh, so, what do you need? What information are we seeking?
Is there a stables that we can get horses from nearby?
And Todd kind of closes his eyes and goes, "And what will you be giving me today for this information?"
Trade for horses.
Angus is gonna give him a the blue potion that he still has. Uh, how about this? And he's gonna like kind of pull it out of his backpack.
What does this
Uh,
blue potion do, by the way?
I actually don't know.
What do you? Okay. All right. Okay.
but it
Like,
was told.
You didn't think to write it down
I
when
was told that it is a very expensive potion, which can fetch you a nice price at some market.
as you pull out the potion, Todd goes, deal! He yanks it out of your hands. He goes, wow, that was easy. Todd kind of goes, oh yeah. By the way, Cam, I was getting to it. I'm getting to it, please. Like, it's not even 2 seconds in. Todd kind of
So,
goes,
when is it my turn?
Yamo?
No, it's okay.
Oh,
It's okay. It's
okay.
fine. I was
You're
just
totally
making a
fine.
little jokey joke.
Todd kind of goes, oh right. You got a map on you? And he kind of goes, here, let me go to the map real quick. That's the wrong one. Okay. He kind of looks at your map for a second and goes, all right. So you see where the inn is right there? From
Yeah.
across the inn, you can like do a little bargain for a little carriage and some other animals. All right. So it's just like down south of the Viper Club. I will say, there's a madam there. You can ask for her and she could give you a discount. She goes by the name Iris. Just ask for her. But also, by the way, one of your coworkers, friends, sent me a letter. It seems kind of scrambled, but yeah,
Congrats on the letter.
I will give you what they had asked me, the Serio, but I want something in exchange for this.
Was the potion not enough?
Hey, what? What did he ask you to get for us?
Well, because luckily for you, I'm a materialistic guy in a non-materialistic world. I have a little film camera. He kind of pops up with his film camera and goes, I had to like work some extra magic for it, but I got it. So,
Um, Angus is gonna turn to Mo. Is this the camera that made? And he's like kind of like implying, is this the camera that made Maxine?
Um, I'm sure it looks different. Actually, I don't know. So
you want
let
to roll
me give it
perception?
a little gander. Yeah, I'll roll like perception or investigation or something to
You
see.
could do investigation. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll stick to perception because that actually has a bonus.
I got a 23 on investigation.
What do you think?
Hey, Pussy Queen, I'm so glad you did because I rolled a 13.
Um, Cam, can I can I ask real quick? Is this the same one?
No, because I was under the assumption that the other one just took pictures based on what we ended up saying that it did.
Okay. This is what I thought, but I just had to ask because
Just
the other
making
one took photos. This one records.
yes.
No, this is a completely different camera. This one records. It's like a video camera.
Oh.
Hmm.
And Todd goes, "Are you good? Is this good enough?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
guess
hoping it
it'll
was the
do.
camera, but that's fine.
You were hoping I got other cameras. You want me to get you another camera?
No,
No, that's okay
Sergio's
for now.
camera was preferred, but that's fine.
Oh.
He's gonna take the recorder. Thank you, Todd, and then he's
Wait,
gonna give you the
wait. A payment?
I gave you that blue potion. It should be good enough.
What the? Humans, I swear. Days.
I am from the Fey realm.
Yeah. And they're rubbing off on you.
I'm gonna go through my bag and over this short sword that I have never used once ever.
You give it to Todd.
Yeah.
He goes, see, you know what? This is why I like ya. That's a good man right there. You know when to give something of value. I like you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You! He points at Kip and he goes, let's not see each other again. pleasure doing business. As like
Jesus.
Todd like walks away. That being said, where would you guys like to go now?
Well,
Lead the way, Pookie.
I mean, the inn is basically halfway to Persephone's place. I don't know why. Might as well just fucking walk there. And I'm saying this in character.
That's what you want to do.
I guess so. Guess we'll be walking
Okay.
Persephone's docks.
Okay, I'll
So
just
like, Kip, maybe we should go. Maybe we should go. Based on Mary's reaction, maybe
No,
we
you're
should
just
go.
walking. It's fine. You chose this.
No,
You could have
maybe we
even
should
gone back to
go.
the mansion and asked someone. Like Luther could have still been there.
Yeah.
You know? But you know what? That's okay. We'll just walk because that's what you guys said.
That's crazy.
So
That's
that
okay.
being said,
That's not what Matt said. And I mean, technically, we both have to agree.
no, I think you should learn the consequences of your words. So welcome on today's session. Uh,
Oh, so you
Okay,
hate me because
well,
I'm autistic, huh?
Mo is gonna go see. Mo is
Look,
gonna go
Matt
see
donated enough
Iris.
money for autism. Like, yo,
Yeah,
so
Okay.
you don't have
Okay.
to
Here,
balance. It
would you
balances
like
out.
to go to the mansion to see if Luther and the carriage is still there, or would you like to go near the inn?
Let's
I
go to
guess
the
we're still
mansion.
kind of semi close to the mansion, so we'll go there
Okay.
first.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take you back to the mansion. I'm gonna rotate to Chloe next. But just pin that. Chloe, are you?
Hi.
So we're going to the cafe, right?
Yeah.
Let's do a little. Let's see. Did I tell you like which bakery cafe it is, or did I include that at all?
No, you did not.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Maxine tells you. Map. We're actually gonna say it's near the church. Actually, it's one of those smaller buildings. It's like a mom and pop shop. Right.
Okay.
So this little mom and pop shop. It's a smaller, little cozier building. Um, it's white. It's got bricks. It's got little vines climbing through. Um, you can see it's not super busy. It's very like a little more secluded from the outside. Uh, there's even like a little stone path. And there seems to be like little iron tables and chairs outside. Almost like
Mhm.
garden-esque. That being said, you don't see anyone outside, but as you like okay. Yeah, yeah. You as you like open through the door, you hear a little bell go tee tee. Um, and you see this place is kind of small. It's kind of cozy. You can see that there is someone you do recognize. It is Hannah. She has like blonde, long, straight hair. She's got brown eyes. She stands at 5'7". But she looks a little different. Her ears are longer. Uh, she's also wearing a different form of attire. It seems like she's wearing almost like a princessy uniform, if that makes sense. Like it's made fit for
Mhm.
her to go like pants. It's definitely like a pants kind of deal for her to go walking and going out and stuff. And she does have like a dark cloak on top of it. But she kind of immediately smiles and brightens up, and she goes, Max. And she kind of goes and she immediately gives you like a hug, right? She kind of squeezes you for a second. She goes, I'm so glad you can make it. And she goes, did you talk to Maxine at all?
Yeah, I did.
Um,
I'm overwhelmed, Hannah.
yeah,
A
that's
tad
totally
bit.
okay. She goes, do you want some breakfast or some food? I'll get you some.
Yeah, actually, I would love some.
Um, as
Please.
Hannah's gonna bargain for it. But you like start to notice like there's like a little menu. Hannah kind of like knocks on the counter. When you start to notice, will you make a perception check for me?
Yes. Oh, let me get back to my sheet. Hello? Okay. I got dirty 20.
Pretty 20. You're gonna notice that even Hannah has like a canary pin herself on her cloak.
Mhm.
But that being said, you're gonna notice this is an older lady. Um she very much has like wrinkles. Her face is kind of sagging. She's a little bit shorter, a little more rounder. You kind of hear a little shuffle. She's wearing these more uh she's got like a little, what do you call this? It's not like a cardigan, but it's like a shawl. She's wearing like a little shawl. Um, and she's got her hair up, and it's like she has green. It's like almost like an olive green hair that kind of curl. It's very curly, right? It's very curly, and it's up in like a bun. Uh, and you, she kind of like her eyes are kind of closed too, like she can't barely like open them. She goes, "Ah, my dears, how can I help you today?" And you start to like notice on the menu, she kind of like has like a menu behind her, and she's got like little. Actually, she probably doesn't have a menu. We'll say she has like an opening case. Um, there seems to be like a pie almost filled with like a purple filling. There seems to be things that are like a bread, like a banana bread. We might even say there's some muffins as well. Um, would you like anything?
The banana bread.
Okay, we'll get you some banana bread. And then do you, as a barista, would you say you would like coffee, or are you like a non-coffee
No.
person? Oh, like tea?
Max is a tea kind of girl.
Tea? Okay. I'll probably say besides like a black tea, maybe a milk gray tea. We'll
Ooh, my
also
favorite.
say, um, we'll also say there's like a pixie tea and then a water tea as well.
Oh, I want the pixie tea.
Pixie tea? Okay. Um,
Yes.
give yourself a bardic inspiration since you picked that one.
Period.
Um, that being said, Hannah kind of whispers to the old lady. She goes, "Thank you, Anne. I'll make sure to send a letter to your daughter in the mortal realm." And the old lady kind of squints and she goes, "Thank you, dear." And she kind of slips like a little letter. She kind of shakes and she goes, "Thank you." That being said, you guys kind of sit outside and sit. Um, and Hannah kind of goes, "Well, um, where should we start?"
You're a princess?
She starts like she goes into like a laugh, like a loud laughter, and she goes, and you can kind of see she kind of gets sad for a moment, and she goes, "Yeah, it's just not all that it's cracked up to be, but
What the
yeah,
fuck, dude?
yeah."
We've known each other since we were like 5 years old. I know your parents. Are they your real parents? Are they your human world parents?
So my parents are actually like my maid or butler, as you would say in your world, right? They kind of raised me. Um, so as you can see, I'm from the night region, right? Um, we have this sort of tradition here where when we are born as children of the High Lord and High Lady, uh, they send their children out as like a test to prove our worthiness. And we get sent to different planes. I was sent to the mortal realm. My brother was sent to Avernus.
You
And
have a brother?
she smiles and she goes, "Yes, he's uh, ladies like him, but you won't like him. Tell him, promise me you won't fall for him. He's no good, honestly.
I have a whatever we are.
You have a." She goes, "Who?"
I don't know what we are, and I'm mad at him right now. But you know the wolf dude that is with. Did you see him at the wedding?
I did. Are you're
That
together?
one. His name's Sergio. I don't know. I guess you
Okay,
could call it
Chloe,
that.
would you say that Hannah would know Serio and Kelsey?
Yeah,
Okay.
she would know Kelsey definitely, because like, or I guess yeah,
Ain't
she would
she a
know
canary?
everyone at the. She would know everyone at Megamart.
Yeah, that's a great point. So, thank you. Bardic
Oh no.
inspiration painfully for that.
Yeah, and also she probably hates my ass.
Uh, you're correct on that one. Hannah kind of goes, "Oh, oh." You kind of see she kind of painfully. She kind
And
of goes,
girl.
Can I ask why?"
Girl,
I think you could do
I
better.
I tell her the whole we're like parents and uh like we were parents dragon marriage. I tell her all of that.
She goes, Max,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
the queen's dragon was slain. Like, you see the blood kind of drain from her face. And she goes, they're blaming it on you. They said it was on a group of
Oh,
individuals who came into the city. She goes,
ye- hmm.
oh
Yeah, so
no.
about that. I didn't hurt the dragon. The dragon, when I was captured, I found my backpack. There was a dragon egg in there. Don't know how it got there. And then the dragon tried to kill us, but then I was like, "Hey, wait. We'll help you find your baby." So I reluctantly gave her my baby. But when Sergio cloned me, he also cloned the dragon baby.
They didn't
So
say
there's
anything
two, but
about
I still have one.
they didn't say anything about a baby dragon. They just said the mother was
Yeah, I
killed.
gave her back the dragon and she flew away.
No. I'm saying they didn't say anything about a baby dragon.
Oh.
They just said the queen's dragon was slain. So if you're saying there's two baby dragons, that means something has happened to the other one. But she goes, let's table that for now. She goes, but Max,
Mary
you're sh-
can't. Chloe can't hear you right now.
oh, okay. No, you're totally fine. I guess I'll go.
Oh,
Hello,
no, wait, she's back.
Chloe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
She, no, you're totally fine. Um, she goes, well, I want you to know I'm part of the Canary organization. Uh,
Mhm.
but I think we should get you home, Max. I don't think it's good to like stay in this realm. It's not stable for humans.
I I see
I mean,
that.
you could
But
stay with me
also
here.
uh, I see I want to do the thing where I go back and forth like Jack did, which that's a whole nother story.
Jack.
Uh-huh.
Oh, right. Right. She goes, because of Maxine. Oh, she
Yeah.
kind of sighs and she goes, yeah. Um, Maxine probably told you, right, that we were working together. Um,
Uh-huh.
the trees are dying in this realm, in the Fey land. They're all dying.
Okay.
Magic is dying. And they figured out that they can harvest humans. So although it's banned, they're still doing it. My father is still
Mhm.
doing it, and I wanted to stop,
Oh, great.
but
Is that what the whole bird association thing is for?
the canaries, of course.
Yeah.
We the canaries wants to look for another solution, because life is precious. Um, I'm working with Ophelia. Ophelia's in charge of it.
Mm. So, is this why you hate Sergio?
You can tell on her face it's yes, but she's not saying that.
Yeah.
She goes,
Okay.
yeah. I just. She holds your hands across the table and she goes, "Do you think you actually like him? Not because of magic,
Yeah.
but because you actually have feelings."
I mean, I haven't really. I don't know. He is kind of an idiot. I know that. And like when the dragon came the first time, he like threw himself in front of the dragon's claws for me, even though I had it. So he's a fucking idiot for that. I tell him that all the time. And I don't know.
You love him.
I don't think magic has really changed. Huh?
Is that too soon? I mean, I just like. You're just going on and on about how he did this and how he's cute and stuff. Sounds like you might have a crush. I don't know.
Sure, he's hot. I been knew that one.
I feel like I should also tell you them
I
as well.
Yeah.
About Jack. I'm going to go.
Mhm.
Jack is supposed to meet my father tonight, right?
Mm.
But Jack will
Mhm.
not be there, right?
Mhm.
So we're gonna have Jack killed, and instead, Lady Maxine, who's now a poor widow,
Mhm.
is gonna take over his mansion. So
Yeah, I figured.
I just figured I should tell you.
No, I figured that one. 'Cause why else would she try to marry him? Oh,
I
Hannah,
know you don't like your clone, but
she's fine. She's just annoying, and I guess I'm annoying, so it makes sense.
you're not annoying.
You'd
I
say
think you're
that 'cause you're my best friend.
Yeah, that's true.
Ask anyone else who knows me.
Jack thought you were endearing. Serio finds you endearing.
He wanted to kidnap me and eat me, Hannah. What do you mean?
Well,
He thought I
some
was
people
endearing.
like to play with their food. So,
Girl. All right. There's a
anyways,
lot.
um,
Hmm.
but
Um,
there is a portal here in the realm.
uh-huh.
I can't open it. I need my father to do it. But I I could get you home if you wanted to.
Okay. I think there's still a lot we need to do here because also, I snuck into the Queen's castle to save, my sister's boyfriend, Isaac.
Yeah.
He was kidnapped too. And I snuck into her castle to save him, and on my way, I was in this big room, and there was a picture of two ladies, and I heard daughter, daughter, daughter in my head,
Can you
and I followed it
describe?
into the Queen.
Chloe, you don't actually have to tell me this part, but like Hannah's gonna ask you to describe what these two ladies look like. Do you think? Can you roll a history check to see if you remember?
Yeah. What is my history? Oh, that's not great. Please. Oh, not 21. It was really
As you
saving
just
my ass because I only have a +1.
as you describe them, Hannah brightens up and she goes, "Oh, that's Lady Alisaria and Lady Simvakri. They're like great, my great, 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 great. She pauses and she goes, does this mean we're related? Oh my gosh, Max, we might be related.
Hold on. How can I find out more about if they are my family? Because that would make me
Mm,
half Fae, right?
I guess it would.
Oh my
Maybe
god, are
that's
my
why we.
mom and my dad really my dad?
Oh,
Wait, I
um,
said that wrong.
haha, um.
My parents.
So, us Fae like
Uh-huh.
to linger in the human realm. I mean, sometimes. Okay, back when the portals used to be open, right? We used to
Mhm.
go back and forth. Like humans used to come in here all the time. Of course, we had a pact, right? Like you couldn't tell anyone what was going on in here. But like, some people even gave up their Fae life. They gave up their immortality so they could be mortal. They fell in love with a human. So,
So what you're telling me is one of my parents are Fae.
it could have been. I don't know.
How do I find out more? Hannah?
Mm. She kind of stops and she goes, well, I guess, like, besides confronting your parents, I guess we could test you.
Test me?
Well, I mean, test you to
Like
see
my
if you're
blood?
Fae. Yeah. But I don't know, like, on your parents, we'll have to, like, I can go looking into a family tree, I guess, but, like, that's, like, hundreds of years ago.
Hmm. I want to get tested.
Okay. Um, Hannah kind of giggles at this idea and she goes, okay, um, we'll test you. I'll bring some stuff next time we meet. But, what are you gonna do now?
I think I briefly heard something about, well, Sergio and Maxine are doing the whole Jack thing right now. So I might go meet up with them. I can talk to Sergio in my head.
Okay.
Um, or I don't know. I might go snoop around the castle.
Snoop around the castle?
'Cause yeah, he has that big library, so I want to see, now that I know their names, I want to see if I can find anything on them.
Oh, Jack's mansion? Or like the
Yeah.
castle where Hannah
Or
lives?
not the castle, the mansion. Yeah.
Mansion. Okay. Hannah's gonna go, okay, well, if you need anything, you can always write to me. But the mansion's
Okay.
yours. It'll be yours. Um,
Technically it is, yeah.
mhm. uh,
Okay. Um, when do you want to meet again?
um, I can meet you next session.
Okay. Okay.
It never fails to amuse me.
I know. It catches me off guard every time. Okay. Sure. I will write to you.
Amazing. Hannah kind of hugs, she squeezes you really quickly. Uh, and she kind of looks at you, before putting her cloak up and walking away. So, are you gonna meet up with Serio and Maxine?
No, I'm gonna
S-
go snoop.
Okay, that's fine. Snooping. Um, we're gonna snoop. That being said, we are gonna go on to Robin. Robin,
Hello.
to conclude on this date, Robin, would you like to do anything else?
No, I think we just spent most of the time like just talking and everything. Um, I do bring up the fact that I want to like try to talk to Lady Alsaria or Lady Sin.
Okay.
Um,
To like Isaac or
yeah, like just kind of talk about like trying to figure out some answers.
okay. I'm gonna say Isaac's like, I would just try to figure out what you would even ask first. But I think that's a good idea.
I mean, mainly information. Like that's there's a lot of like what's going on that I need answered.
I think that's fair. just make sure they don't take anything from you.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what I could even give them in exchange.
I mean, Isaac's kind of pondering. He goes, "What would you give to a god? Someone who's already passed on, is living."
I don't know. Loyalty?
Unless they ask you, unless you could do something they can't do now,
Yeah,
you know?
but yeah, I think I want to try reaching out to them.
And then Isaac's go, do you think it's worth more trouble than it's cost, though? What if
do
it
you
leads you down a different path, you know? Like,
It might help us lead down a path, though.
alright, I'll support whatever decision you make.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I think I'll use the flower crown. Sorry. I
Right
feel
now?
like yeah, either while he's there or if he wants to pack up and go to the room.
Okay,
Either one.
Okay, do you want to grab a drink real quick and then?
Oh no, I got a water right here.
Okay, cool. Okay, flower crown. Okay, when can you explain to me how you use this flower crown in this garden?
I think I just had it on because it was cute. Um, but I think I'm just thinking about like Lady Star said that I could talk to them and kind of like just reach out and call their names.
Um, uh, that being said, you are wearing the flower crown in the garden. I think Isaac does leave you alone with this moment with the crown. That being said, what are you thinking in your head? Like, how do you think you call upon them?
I think I'm just like kind of like thinking their names in my mind. It's like Lady Alsaria, Lady Sinvakari, Lady Alsaria, Lady Sinvakari. Like, if you can hear me.
You start to feel a little tingle in your body. It feels like a cold shiver kind of goes down. And you start to like hear, would you say your eyes are closed right now?
Yeah.
You hear a twig snap. And as you like open your eyes, the day has completely shifted. It's nighttime. You are gonna see, this drow woman with white hair. It's gonna be Lady Alasari. Who seems to be walking in this garden. She seems to be adorned in some like official wear. When she turns and looks at you, and she goes, "Who are you?"
Uh, um, hmm. Um, I think she recognizes her from the mirror. So I'm looking for Lady Alisaria or Lady Sinvakri. I'm Robin, by the way. Sorry, didn't introduce myself.
Are you here for the celebration?
Celebration? The
For
wedding?
yes, the wedding for the High Lord and. Sorry, what happened in court? Was there a wedding?
No.
It was a celebration.
Yeah.
No one got married.
No.
We were just celebrating 100 years of peace. That's what we
Yeah.
were doing. Okay. Lady Alisara looks at you and she goes, "No, we're celebrating 100 years of peace." What do you mean wedding?
So, you're not a god. You're not a god, right?
No.
Interesting. Okay. Are you Lady Alisaria or Sinvakri? Lady Sinvakri?
I am Lady Alisaria. How can I help you?
Well, I was hoping you would answer some questions, but I don't know if you would know them now.
Why don't you try asking it?
Are we related?
Um, she kind of looks at you for a second with a straight face, and she goes, "Yeah, no, you're right. I don't think I can answer that."
Yeah. I think there's
Lady,
some weird things going on. Weird Doctor Who things or something.
Lady Alisaria looks at you and she goes, "I have a son named Baylor, and I have my." She kind of pauses while looking for the word. She goes, "Loyal." She smiles. Not Lady Savannah. Um, you said your name is
Uh,
Robin?
Robin, yeah. Interesting. Cool. Um, hmm. Okay. I think I know what's going on here, but I'm kind of afraid. I don't know if the Fae have the butterfly effect. Um, kind of afraid of messing that up.
If you are. She kind of looks at the side for a second. She goes, "Say you are related to Lady Simbakri. Uh, do you need help?"
I really just needed information, and I was hoping you guys, because yeah, I don't know how much I can say now. But I was led to believe that you two, that I'd be able to talk to you guys and know stuff.
Mm-hmm. She nods and she goes, "Well, how about this?" Uh, she digs around in her pocket for a second. Uh, um, and she pulls out this bag. Um, and she gives you. Well, actually, do you want to open it now? Okay.
Sure.
Um,
I mean, I don't have to open it right now.
you can open it right now. That's totally fine. You're going to get. You're going to get. Actually, Kay, will you roll me a dice? Roll
Yeah.
me. Roll me a d4.
Oh, a D4.
Yeah.
Give me my D4s. A 3.
Okay. I'm gonna give you an item.
Okay.
It's gonna be a ring.
Okay.
No, I posted it to the wrong person. Oh, you didn't. That being said,
you didn't see
add this to your
anything.
this to your inventory. That being said, she goes. Lady Alisaria looks at you and she goes, "Seems to be in quite a predicament. Hopefully this can help you. But you seem to be human, are you not?"
Is that illegal here right now?
Of course it's legal. Why wouldn't it be legal?
Oh, I was just, I'm from, no, I can't say that lie anymore. I don't know.
All
I am
right.
very confused. Oh, please, no. Please.
Lady Alisaria
Oh, okay.
looks at
Sorry.
you saw the chat.
Yeah.
Lady Alisaria is gonna get down on one knee in front of you, and she
Oh.
gestures her hand to you. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
she's like, "Do I frighten you?"
No, it's just the last time someone did that to me, I kind of freaked out. Um,
Because they put their knee down in front of you?
no, it's a long story. We really don't need to get into that. Anyways, go on.
She goes, Lady Alisaria, she gets down on her knee and she looks at you and she goes, well, before she starts to talk, you start to hear another voice in the background. You start to hear Lady Alisaria? Lady Alisaria? In the background. And Lady Alisaria turns for a second and she comes back to you and she goes, well, I have to go, but I don't know who you are and what you need, but I hope this helps.
Thank you. Um,
Uh,
I wish you
Yes.
luck.
No, Mary. Mary, please.
Mary.
Please. I know, Mary, I know what you're about to do. I know what you're about to do, Mary. I know what you're about to
I
do,
can't
Mary.
wish someone luck. Oh my god.
No, you can't.
Mary.
You can't. We
Uh-huh.
all know why you can't. You can't do that.
I'm so scared right now. I don't think you guys understand why
Listen,
I'm so
it
fucking
came out of
scared
my
right
mouth
now.
and I was like, oh.
I am kind of glad that I don't know what's going on.
There's layers to this.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
layers.
okay, when you say I wish you luck, right?
Yeah.
You start to get that vision.
Never
your
mind, I
dream
do.
again. Remember when you were in that jail cell? And you remember that dream with Aelin asking for a star, and you saw a vision of a star twinkling in the water.
Yeah.
You start to see it. Lady Alisaria gets up, and she starts to walk away from you in the forest. And you start to see a little twinkle, and you feel a little hand on your shoulder.
Oh.
When you start to see Hoshi next to you, and he goes, "If that's what you wish for, I'll grant it." That being said, you reopen your eyes and you're back in the garden again.
Why was his
And
voice
when
so
you
deep?
when you go back in the garden again, you feel a snap. It immediately feels like your chest is being run from you, like your heart's being
Oh.
run, as you like spit blood into the grass. And you kind of like your body feels like it's shaking for a moment. But you're back in the garden again. What would you like to do?
What the fuck? I'm I guess I'll go to Isaac. And if I see Lady Star on the way, I want to have a few words with her.
Make
'Cause,
a
like,
perception
what the fuck?
check.
What the fuck, Star?
You'll find Isaac, but make a perception check for Lady Star.
Nat 20. Nat fucking 20. Plus a
Okay,
6. That's
Let's
a
go,
26.
Kayla. It's been a
Let's
while.
go. Let's go.
I'm gonna rotate back to you before we
Thank
get
you.
into it. We're gonna go to Serio. You were
That was
on
the
your walk.
craziest fucking thing I had to witness today.
we will come back to that. Serio, you make it to
Following
Baja's tower.
Maxine. Yeah.
You make it to Baja's tower, right?
Mhm.
You guys stand in front of it. Maxine looks at you and she goes, "Do we just knock?"
Yeah, yeah. I'll do it. And then tum tum.
And you start to hear shuffling. When this wizard comes out and he goes, "Oh, hello, it's
Oh,
you again.
yeah. Yeah. How you doing?
Never been better. Thank you. Uh, I don't have any more rats for you to solve."
Yeah, no. Here's Maxine. She has an issue. We needed Keelan. Said you could help
Keelan.
us with that. I know he's kind of like iffy, but like we kind of need him now.
Come in, come in.
Thank you.
He leads you back into this familiar corridor. When Max whispers, she goes, "Does he hate Keelan? He doesn't seem
Uh,
like he likes Keelan."
no, Keelan's kind of an asshole, but I think he'll be fine to us. It was just between them. I think they just have like a rivalry.
Okay. As you guys are two conversing, um, sorry. As you two are conversing, you hear, uh, Baha come and turn to you and he goes, "All right. Um, if you just come with me, you guys go up
Yeah.
this staircase into this room, and it seems like he's got a circle on the floor. And he goes, "This should get you to Keelan, but will you do me a favor if I do this for you?"
Sure. Yeah.
He pulls a potato out of his sleeve and he goes, "If you could just give this to Keelan for me."
Uh, I know what this is.
And
Are you gonna make sure that this is going to detonate after we get what we want?
yes,
Okay, then
it's
I'll
just
get. Well, yeah, we'll do this.
um
Sorry. Could I? I know. I guess we already went up the stairs, but can I telepathically talk to this Max?
yeah, you can.
I want to ask her. I guess I could talk to both of them. I as we're going up the stairs, I ask her, "Are you able to steal me something valuable from this set of stairs as we're going up?
What do you want?
Just anything that you think would cost a lot of money in the human world."
Hey, Chloe, can you roll me a stuff check for me real quick?
I can.
Yeah, will you do that for me?
Um, 17.
Well, then will you roll a sleight of hand for me?
Yes. $24.
Okay. Cam, will you just remind me to send that to you? What it
Thank you.
is? Max does steal it. That being said, do you want to do anything else before I teleport you?
No. Oh, I'm ready.
Um, as you guys start to feel, as you are in this circle, uh, you you get teleported with this magic, right? All of a sudden it's dark, it's dinky, it's wet. Um,
Fuck.
you're in the sewers. It's like an underground, uh, it's dirt. There's a lot of dirt. It's like a tunnel, and there's water going through your feet.
Oh
And Max
god.
goes, she
Oh.
goes, "This is disgusting. What the?" And you
Okay.
hear a voice go, actually, some people live here. Do you have what I've been looking for?" As you turn to see, um, it's like this bigger opening. There seems to be like a lantern hanging from like this like bar, and some like furniture screwed around. Like there's like a chair thrown off to the side. Like there's a table. There's some paperwork. You see some rats crawling around. Um, and Max goes, or Maxine goes, "This is gross." She goes,
Be nice.
"I have it, but you're gonna keep your end of the bargain, right? And Keelan goes, of course I do. Now give me the coin and I'll separate you. And Maxine goes, no, I want you to separate me now, and then you can have Jack. And Keelan goes, they always like to make things so complicated. Fine, get in one of the chairs. You kind of see that Keelan, who's this lanky wizard, kind of hikes up his little robe and stuff. Max finds like a chair that's like sitting upright. It's kind of like a stool. She goes, "This is disgusting." And Keelan kind of goes, "What's that?" And Maxine goes, "Oh, this is a nice place you have." Keelan goes, "I thank you." Um, he gets his little wand out and he goes up to Max and he goes, "All right, this might hurt a bit." And Max goes, "Wait, what are you?" Um, and you see that in this moment, will you make me a perception check, Cam?
Should I go digital dice or physical?
I think you should just roll.
Okay. Can I kill Matt for what just happened?
Hey, I
You
said
had a
I think you
chance.
should just roll. I didn't specify what kind of dice.
You know what you did. I
Mm.
have a nat 1 for a 5. Can I roll
It
with
happens.
advantage because it's max related?
Wait,
No.
don't you, Cam?
Actually,
You have inspiration.
isn't it? But I thought it was bardic inspiration,
Yeah, pardon.
which is not gonna do anything. I mean,
No, because remember we said bardic inspiration is another reroll or whatever the
no,
fuck
but
it was.
we changed it after to be regular bardic.
A
I
D4.
mean, if you want to keep your nat fucking one, fine.
No, I'm. Can I re-roll again, please?
Reroll, but you get what you get.
Okay. Okay, that's a 6 plus 4, 10.
It happens like a spark. It blinds the room entirely, but in that split second, you see that Keelan has something attached to his wand in this second. You don't quite see what it does. Uh, but when he does, it sparks like a flashbang almost. And when your eyes start to readjust, you see the Max who's been sitting on the chair. Her eyes are rolling at the back of her head as her hair starts to shift into a different color and her body starts to contort. And you start to see her start to dissolve. She ends
What?
up into ashes
What the fuck?
and she goes into the darkness. Chloe, at the same time, you start to feel like a shiver goes down your back. Um, that being said, Keelan turns to you,
Hmm.
What the fuck did you
Serio.
just do? What the fuck did you just do?
I simply returned Chuchu back to her original form.
But that wasn't the deal. The deal was severing them. She wanted a new body.
She did. They are severed. But a shadow without its person is useless. Um,
So you lied to her.
I simply kept my word. He looks at you and goes, I think it's time we sent you home, don't we? He kind of like chuckles for a second as he kind of sloshes through like the dirt. And you see that he has like a circle nearby and he goes, "Oh, come on, into the circle. Let's go."
Okay.
As you go in the circle, Keelan kind of chuckles for a second. Um
Sure.
and Keelan kind of chuckles and he goes,
Oh, I have this.
he goes, "Ugh." And in that moment, you were like teleported. I will come back to you. Mo, it is your turn. Um, what? Where did we last left you off? You're with Kip. You guys are making your way back to the mansion.
Making my way downtown.
As you guys make your way back to the mansion, you see Luther in his carriage. Uh, he is trying to get back into his carriage. It seems like he's left some paperwork. The paperwork is no longer with him. Um, that being said, Mo, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna explain to him that well, I'm gonna ask if he's going in this direction, which is southwest. And if we could catch a ride with him, uh,
Oh,
so we can get to our
um,
destination.
if you don't mind, my grandpapa, you're more than welcome to ride in the back. Since you've helped me.
Yes, that would be
Uh,
very nice.
yes, not one bit. I seem to get along well with the elderly.
All right. You guys are gonna hit a ride with Luther and his grandpapa. You
Super
guys,
Bancroft?
huh? Yeah. I will say before we depart, uh, Luther is gonna make a note to you, and he goes. Luther's gonna tell you that it's gonna take a half a day's journey. So basically, it's gonna be nighttime by the time you get there. So, would you guys like to wait for other party members, or would you like to go now?
I would. Mm, well, this was kind of like our thing that we were doing. And also we're just trying to get to the docks, right?
I guess. Or like it'll be nighttime by the time you guys get back from Persephone's Stockings, is what I'm
I
trying to
mean,
say.
I guess we can go ask the others if they're here, if they want to come.
I don't think literally anyone is here besides
I'm gonna be honest,
maybe.
metagaming, y'all should just go.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all should just go.
Okay.
Okay. Um, we'll say by the time you get to Persephone's Dockings, it's now like this. It's probably like dinner time. Let's just say it's dinner time. So by the time you get back from Persephone's Dockings, it will be nighttime. You make your way. Uh, you guys get to see a part of the night region you haven't seen before. You get to see the blacksmith. You kind of see like the inn, some library. You see academy students wearing some uh uniforms. There's like a circus nearby, tavern. You guys see like all sorts of groups of like people. And you start to see like the further into the night region you go, the less people there are. Like it seems to get busier as you get to the tavern, but it starts to disperse. It seems to be less and less people. You start to hear a ahoy, and like you hear the little call going. You start to hear the waves splashing. Um, there is. Oh my goodness, stop. There seems to be a couple buildings nearby. This seems to be like a little shack, and then there's like an actual official like building where you see a couple people coming in and out. There's people coming out with like what seems to be crates. It seems like they have a little boat, and they're like loading the boat up with some stuff. Uh, there's several boats. And there's some people are in different types of like cloaks. Outside of the building says Persephone's Dockings, right? And you can also see that there's probably, we'll say this is another Dragonborn. This Dragonborn in all white, uh, who seems to be in like this billowy shirt and like a cloak as well, as he's like, it seems like he's filling out things from between people as they're handing him stuff. And his horns kind of go in the back, and curl around. That being said, what would you guys like to do first?
Once again, even though it's my turn, this is kind of
Okay.
Angus's side quest, so
Um, Angus is gonna kind of like look around for anything that resembles a sort of manor or anyone that resembles my father, Persephone, or even Ophelia.
Make a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20, you said you're looking for your father, or Ophelia, and who else?
Anyone between father, Stephanie, Ophelia, or even like a manor or like a big
Okay.
house, you know.
That being said, you do recognize your father. You see your father is actually talking to uh Ophelia herself. It seems like she is dressed in what seems to be these dark blue pants that are fitted with some boots, and a top of her own. As she also has a cloak. That being said, your father, Briarwood Reyes.
Beep beep beep.
Um,
boop, bop, beep.
as you guys are waiting at the docks, so sorry about that.
There you go.
You see your father who is by the ship, with Ophelia and seems like a crew of hers. Um, when, but your father hasn't noticed you at this point. So, would you like to just
Uh,
walk straight up to him? What would you like to do?
he's gonna like kind of call out father, and begin walking over towards him.
Okay. That being said, um, your father, your dad, he's gonna immediately turn, when he goes, Ophelia, and he turns and he goes and he rushes up to you and he immediately hugs you, and he rubs like the back of your head and he comes back and he goes, "Are you okay?"
Yes, it's a long day, but I am fine. Just worried about
I've been,
Alexander.
yes, I've picked up some more information. It
You have.
seems as though, yes, Ophelia has some people in the Sun region, and it seems as though Tristan has picked up your lover. Uh,
Yes, I
he's
heard
he's not
from
unharmed
Ophelia.
though. They don't seem to be torturing him per se, but he has been sighted there.
Okay, that's good.
Have
Um,
you been using the
oh,
pocket watch I gave you?
I haven't had much of a chance to use it, but I really do appreciate it. And actually, I was blessed by Lady Star herself. Um, not exactly sure what it does right now, but we'll soon find out.
Well, that was very kind of him.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, the big question, what is my brother like? Am I going to meet him soon?
He looks at you and then he looks at Mo. And it's kind of like he's wondering if you want him to talk about this in front of Mo.
Uh, yes, that's fine.
Um, he goes, "Your brother, Chili." He kind of looks to Ophelia for a second and then back to you, and he goes, "Uh, Chili, uh, he he's been around for quite some time. Uh, Ophelia, I owe Ophelia a lot as a family. She was there for Chili. It was after you had left. Uh, w- Chili does know you exist. He he's I have not told him about you, if that makes sense. I but he does know that you exist, right? Uh,
Mhm.
it's up to you if you wish to meet your brother.
I would like to meet him, but I mean, from the rumors, he's not here anymore.
Well, I should mention he's also not. He's not like us. He was in an accident, so he's also a satyr.
Oh,
Yes. But your brother, he he's not in a great space. He's had an addiction to mushrooms and substances. I I haven't spoken to him since he's left the castle. Uh, but I want to bring him home, but I fear he might be upset with me.
wow. Um, okay. I guess leave him as he will until he's ready. And if he is, you know where to find me.
Of course. He hugs you, and it's a tight hug, but it's very quick. Before he lets go, and he goes, "Do you need anything?"
No. I did meet a wizard named Cooper. I'm going to go to the Sun region, which is um I I found out that he was with Tristan from Ophelia herself in Viper Club.
Of course.
Um,
I hope
so I'm
you're
gonna be.
also aware Coop is from the Winter Court, the Winter region.
Oh, okay. This is going to be fun then. He's already wanted me to give him uppies or whatever, so.
Mm-hmm. It's a common trait in the Winter region. They are very small people.
Sorry. That does make a lot of sense, I think.
Hmm. Um, would you guys like to do anything else? Actually, you also start to recognize as you hear a voice, a familiar voice of Kelsey talking to Ophelia herself. Uh, as you catch Kelsey's voice going, "I'm back, madam." Uh, out of the corner of your eye, you can see Kelsey has like a scar on her eye, and she's just frowning as if she's not even hiding the anger or like the tear. There's tears on her face. As Ophelia, uh, reaches a hand out to comfort Kelsey, but then she kind of pats her on the arm, and you can hear Ophelia going, "It's okay." Um, that being said,
Uh, is Kelsey okay?
I
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna pull her to the side and see what the fuck is going on. She's not
Kelsey,
usually like this. Yeah.
I'm so glad you did. um,
oh yeah, of course.
that being said, Kelsey kind of is in, like like she gets up, like her body kind of reacts as she goes, "Mo, Angus,
Hey,
or Ray,
hey, Kels.
uh,
It is Angus now. Yes.
Ophelia, if you don't mind, could I have a second?" And Ophelia turns and she goes, "Of course. I'll see you soon." And Ophelia turns and starts to walk away. When Kelsey starts to wipe away her tears really quick, and she goes, "What? You guys are in the? Of course, you'd be in the night region. Um,
Yeah, we were just here to see my dad.
that's
Um,
nice. I'm
are you
glad.
okay? I mean, you seem pretty upset.
No, I'm not okay. But
What happened? Do I need to beat someone up?
she kind of does a light chuckle and she goes, "You, you don't need to beat anyone up. It's just, well, I mean, how do I word this? she kind of there's like a pause when she goes, "You know how Sario and I were close, right?
Yeah.
Were?
Well, I don't know if you were at the club with him, but uh, he he made a choice. Or at least he made a choice. Because we clearly had feelings for each other, but he did not reciprocate mine. No longer. So it's not a big deal.
Mm, I'm I'm very sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I just want to go home. I I want to save others like me. So
Yeah, we're doing our best to help in some kind of way, but everything that we've had thrown at us, kind of all over the place right now.
I can imagine it's a lot. Uh, And it's hard. It's easy to get warped up into this magic, into this land, but there are people who are suffering, people who it's not nice to be here. But thank you. Thank you for checking up on me. I appreciate it.
Of course. And you get used to this despair of the Fey realm. It's quite normal.
Yeah, I guess I have gotten used to it.
And you don't have to at least you don't have to thank me about checking up on you. You're like one of my kid siblings now, so of
Um,
course I'm gonna be there for you.
you see Kelsey start to tear up again. Um, she goes, "No, thank you. It's just it's been a while. Um, could I
Of
sh- have a hug, Mo?"
course, yeah.
Um, Kelsey kind of hugs Mo for it's like a it's not a super tight hug, but it's very like a needed
Mhm.
squeeze. As she backs away and she goes, "Thank you." Uh, there's it gets a lot of the fae, the magic, how murder is so quick and easily accepted here. But thank you.
Did
Um,
something happen?
oh, Ophelia has let me be in charge of wiping out some of the trafficking circles. There's only a couple left. Um,
Well, that's good.
but
But,
there's so
you know.
many children. What have you guys been up to?
Uh, so Max maybe kind of got married. I don't really know the outcome on that one yet. Uh,
She got
I
married?
Well,
it's still up in the air.
yeah. We're not exactly sure what's going on with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Of course. Um,
Yeah, there was some weirdness about a clone of hers getting married to the Duke of like the Night region, and apparently that also counts as a Fey bargain. So whatever happened to the clone happened also to her. I think that's how it works, right, Angus?
Um, yeah, generally, the person or shadow who makes a bargain, and if they're just the same person, even if the shadow makes that bargain, it is pretty much transferred over to the body as well.
Kelsey goes, of course. I see. I did find out that if you ever need help, you could always just ask me or Ophelia. We can help.
We appreciate it.
I'll be in contact more often.
You see, she unbuttons her canary pin and she puts it in your hand, Mo. That being said, would you guys like to do anything else?
Besides kind of like catching her up on what we've been doing. Angus?
I guess while Mo is catching Kelsey up, Angus is gonna say bye to his dad and Ophelia, if she's still on the docks waiting for them. But
Your dad is also gonna mention. I forgot to mention this.
Oh.
Because Overlord Jarlath, just can you just remind me about Overlord Jarlath for next time?
yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Mhm.
That being said, your dad is actually gonna go with Ophelia and Kelsey for now. But he'll still be at the dockings for the next couple days. Is there anything else you would like to ask? Or do you...
Oh, I do have something.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else has discussed this with her about Landon's disappearance, but I'm gonna mention that we're also looking for him. We might have a lead on him. Was it the Sun region? I think it was the Sun region. So to also, if she ever finds herself in there, to be on the lookout for him as well.
Kelsey's gonna look to you and she goes, I haven't been to the Sun region, but I have heard news of Landon. Just because we have some people there. He's doing fine. He's doing great, actually. I guess out of all of us, he's the one thriving, surprisingly.
What the hell did he get himself into?
You know how our phones work here, sorta? He brought back the Lost Prince. He found the Lost Prince, and then I guess with his phone and some other things, he's now become like a messiah, or he started a whole religion. Let's just say he's living it nicely in the Sun Palace.
So he's with Soul, assuming.
Yes.
Oh, so we're never gonna get him off that throne then. Okay, got it.
No, never actually. God, he's gonna have such a big fucking.
It's his choice if he wants to stay. My goal is to help you guys get back if you do want to go back. But if you want to stay, that is, of course, your choice.
What am I gonna do with him?
Kelsey is gonna bring up the fact. She goes, well, there's one thing Ophelia did tell me is, I don't know if you remember or know this, but just know that by the time the Blood Moon Festival hits, that's the last day before you can go back.
Yes, I distinctly remember and trying to do that as fast as possible.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
You too.
That being said, my fellow adventurers, it is 9 o'clock. I'm gonna leave you with one scene though. In a room where Hoshi used to stay. A letter unfinished with just the words "I am sorry" leaves a quill left at the table. And we are going to end the session there. Thank you
Okay.
so much for joining me today. I will see you next
Okay.
Sunday.
Girl, what are you talking about? Haru was supposed to be watching him.
And we'll get to Haru. Anyways, love you. Thanks for watching.
Uh,